All right, so we're given something and we have to show that something using the given. So first thing I'm going to do, because the given that doesn't have a cos or a sign on top, so I'm actually going to use the thing that we have to show that and just break it up. So I'm going to put the cos x there, 5 plus 3 cos x, and I'm going to put sine x here, 5 plus 3 cos x. So just break it up a little bit. And if you think about it, to make it kind of balance nicely, I actually want a 3 cos x. So if I put a 3 there, I'm going to put a third out the front. And I also want a plus 5, and then it would be the same as the bottom. So I need to subtract 5, and it would be a 5 on 3 that I'm subtracting. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to subtract a 5 on 3, 0 to pi of 1 on, or dx on, 5 plus 3 cos x. All right, so that balances the first one. If I look at the second one, again, if I look at, for example, now I've got a sine. So if I look at the bottom, I've got a cos x. So if I differentiate that 3 cos x, I'm going to get a cos goes to negative sine. So I want a negative 3 sine here. So to balance that, I'm now going to have to put a plus 1 on 3 here. And why do I want a 2 there as well? So that's 0 to pi. So, oh, because there was originally a 2 there. Oops. So that 2 I want to just bring out the front. There we go. So that original 2 I forgot, but we'll bring it to the front there. So we should all be set now to integrate. So if I look at the first one, I've got a third of the integral of 1 dx. So that becomes a third of the integral of x between 0 and pi. So you can see that's just going to be a third pi. Then I've got plus 2/3. What did I do again? Yeah, so I wanted to balance that, so I should have had a minus there because I have a minus inside it. Sorry about that. So I've got a minus 2/3. I'll put that here, minus 2/3, and it's just a log because the derivative is at the top. So it's the log of 5 plus 3 cos x, and that's between 0 and pi. So if I did do that one, I've got 2/3. This is not working so well again. If I put pi in, cos of pi is negative 1, so 5 minus 3 is 2. So I'm going to have a log 2. If I put a 0 in, cos of 0 is 1, so I'm going to have an 8. So I've got 2 on 8 there, log 2 on 8. All right, and over here I've got minus 5 on 3, and we're given. So don't forget we've got to use our given. So we're given that if we just integrate the 1 on 5 plus 3 cos x, I'm going to get pi on 4. So it's between 0 and pi, so I'm going to get pi on 4 there. So here I've got minus 5 pi on 12. So that should be our answer. If you have a look where it's a show that, and we want a 1 on 12 out the front, so I'm going to put a 1 on 12 out the front. And collect. So if I'm making this a 12 here, I'm going to times by a 4. That's by 4. So on a 12, that's a 4 pi, and I'm doing a minus 5 pi on 12 over here. So you know you're going to get that minus pi on 12, and the 12's out front. All right, and what else are we going to get? We want this to be, at the moment, you know, if I swap that and make it a log of 8 on 2, I can make it a positive 2/3 if I swap the 8 on 2 around. So that becomes 4, log 4. And the other thing I can do is make it, so 4 we know is log of 2 squared, so we can put that 2 out the front. Now we've got 4 on 3, log 2. So remember I want a 12. So to get a 12th, you know, I'm going to have to times both those by 4. So I end up with a 16 log 2 if I put the 12th out the front. So I've got a 16 log 2, and that, yes, that is what we want.